Okay, what up, ladies and gents? It's a lovely, lovely Sunday morning right now. Okay, my Barbarian is in Torment 11, capable of farming Torment 12, but we're not going to go there because we want speed over everything else. As you know, yesterday we started adding gems to the build finally, and we pushed up from Torment 10 straight to Torment 11, and technically to Torment 12 as well. There's going to be a little bit of work being done here because we already have a new weapon that is ready to go. This new weapon is going to be the basis of our entire build setup. So we're going to work very, very strongly on that. All right, so please do look forward to it. Okay, that is the big thing that we are going to do. It's going to take, like I said, a little bit of effort to actually get this done. So that's going to be something we try and do to the best of our abilities. Now, it's going to take, like I said, quite a bit of actual effort to get this done, but we're going to try and transform this weapon into something very, 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 and I mean very dangerous. So that is the plan right now. Okay, so as far as I know, we cannot remove affixes here. Yeah, there's no longer a remove affix. It's already a legendary, but we're going to try anyway because this one has two greater affix rolls that we really, really like. So, first things first, unfortunately, we are going to have to forego the awesomeness of the enchant. And there's a reason why we, as much as I hate the idea of this, we actually have to protect the greater affix strength roll. So we're going to do that really quickly. So we'll just cancel this. All right, no change, right? And this protects our greater affix strength roll. Then what we're going to do first is we are going to do a chaotic reroll of the resource. So the resource prism, yeah, that's going to reroll. And what we're going to try and do is we are going to attempt, first and foremost, to transfigure a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh no, the life on kill. Ah, crap. Ah, beans. This is not going to be great. We protected the strength roll, but not the greater affix life roll. That's no good. I was hoping it would do anything else, but it didn't, so... Okay, all damage multiplier is nice, except for the fact that what we want is physical and or critical damage. So, nothing much we could do there. Let's just re-roll it. Okay, physical damage multiplier is maxed. Now, this is where it's going to get dodgy. We're going to have to try a focused re-roll. And if it consumes, yep, it consumed the maximum life affix. Nothing we can do. Oof. All right. Now all we can do is just keep rolling these. The resource cost reduction we'll worry about a little later. The pain of trying to make this awesome. Okay, critical strike damage, then chaotic reroll for the resource one. Now we'll try and... Okay, we got an all damage multiplier. Guess that's the same, right? And now that life on hit just has to turn back into maximum life. It's a bit of a shame we lost the greater affix. It would have been really great. But, well, that's the danger. still, this is better than nothing. So let's try until we get like a really solid max life. Yeah, okay. All right. Either way, we were gonna have to do this for the skulls. So I guess it is what it is. Next time we get a even better greater affix, we will rejig this. Okay. Let's put in heavy hitting. Now this is ready. Okay. Now what happens here is that this gets 2 sockets. Plenty of scattered prisms, so no issue on that. Then from here, we're gonna craft a grand skull, as before, and a royal skull. There we are. Okay. We're also gonna make 2 sockets in the chest piece. And it'll be time to insert my new rune word, Yule Vex. That has to be another... Should I use Yule Vex? Surely there's another offering. Let me try. Let me try and see if there are any other offerings that might work with this build, because... Oops, sorry. Yule Vex isn't exactly the easiest to trigger, and it's not the most useful either. Because using a skill with a cooldown... I mean, we could try it, but... I'm not sure it'll work well. Hey, Austin. Give me a second. I'm thinking about rune word combinations. Hey Mo, I'm just messing right now. I want to try... Because it says cast a skill with a cooldown. I'm actually going to try Yule Vex first. Okay, you know what? No, I think I'm actually going to try Puck. As crazy as it is, I'm actually going to try Puck. Screw this. Because Yule only gives 50 offering when you cast a skill with a cooldown. I don't cooldown fast enough. I don't think I will. Which means that Yule is a waste of time. As much as I like it, the ideology, I want to have Vex, but the ideology behind it is not good enough. Okay, let's talk more action. Then how about I just ban you from my channel and now you don't get to watch. Congratulations. Alright. I'm going to focus on whatever the hell I need to focus on in order to give the best content to you guys. So an asshole like you saying, let's talk more action, action productivity, means you get banned. Fuck off, don't ever come back to my channel ever again. Catch you around here again, I'll make sure you have a very unpleasant day. Hey, Sir Tommy. Had to deal with a troll like that. I can't stand people like that. Okay, the streamer's job is literally to talk. Don't ever tell me not to talk. Okay, now, we're going to try Poc Vex and see whether or not this works. Because the offering is only 5, but how much is 5%? We have to spend 5% of our maximum resource, right? We will spend that every single time we cast Rallying Cry. So that plus the Fury spend from Whirlwind should, in theory, because we are looking only at literally about 11 Fury. And our Fury cost per second is 25. So we should be able to spend an inordinate amount of Fury very, very quickly. So we're going to actually test out whether or not that's the case. And of course, we'll test out our new heavy hitting powers, okay, with our amazing new weapon. Now, granted, I wish that we had a stronger version of this with the 2 greater affixes, but it's fine. It is what it is. We're going to fully masterwork it. All right, that takes us all the way to 540 strength, which is a lot. Then we're going to temper it. And of course, we are going to temper it with even higher crit damage. We already crit quite a fair amount. So I really do want to add more crit damage on it. I think we'll add more crit damage onto it. Okay, wait, hold up. Let me see. If I were to add 8% attack speed, but then if I were to then buff it, right, to, say, a greater affix, and then if I were to, on top of that, buff it with a masterwork. Let's see what'll happen then. Because I get the feeling, if I do this, we're gonna pull off some serious shit. Okay, now it's a greater affix, right? We're gonna masterwork the greater affix to push it even higher. Okay, now we have 16% attack speed, so it's been like double masterworked. Okay. Now, we see whether or not this is going to be absolutely insane. Okay.
Back to it then.
Now, first things first, we're going to speed farm Seer's Reach. We always want to do a little bit of gem speed farming, and then we're going to go test it out in some serious shit. But, while that is the normal idea, let's actually try it out in a pit first. Now, we are at pit... Okay, we've cleared the Torment 12 pit. We actually did tier 102 yesterday. We're going to try 103. Let's see if we survive, and then we'll add more on top of that. Anyway, for all my regulars, Mo, Austin, Sir Tommy, I hope that you guys are having a great Sunday. Now, before we go in, support more Diablo 4 content and music. I want them Overwatch skins. All super chats will go toward the new Overwatch skins because I really want to be Reinhardt while spinning around as Barbarian. So thank you very much for anyone that does decide to donate and support. All right? And remember, your streamer is here to talk, learn, and share information with you. So don't ever be like that loser who came in the start and said, let's talk more action, alright? The only action you're gonna get is the action that I give you. And mostly that'll be the action of getting banned from this channel. Ha! You like your streamers? You like the information they present? Then love and respect them. Don't be an asshole. Okay. So far, so good. We do still need defensive abilities to survive. Right now, our only issue will be survival over damage, because our damage is already to the moon. But we are doing very solidly. And I'm glad you're doing well, Austin. Happy to hear that. I genuinely cannot wait to see... Oh. If you guys are wondering why I'm spamming so hard, I'm just trying to see if I can stack the extra skill level multiple times, but it doesn't seem to let me stack it, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I really wanted to be able to stack it well, but we don't seem to gain the full power right there, which is disappointing. I really wanted to gain more, but you know. Because we do get like a lot of good stuff, but the problem is mainly triggering our cooldowns. Yeah, unfortunately the stream is a little bit in 2x speed. The problem is Yule now has a cooldown. Because it needs a skill with a cooldown to trigger, that's the problem. Okay, let's try out Yule Vex. This is gonna be pretty important anyway, so we're gonna try out Yule Vex. Hey, Katie. Okay, next test. We are now going to test out Yule Vex. So that'll be the next big test. All right, bear in the big blue house for us. First, we get rid of all this. And how are you today, Katie? I hope you're doing great. Okay, we are going to test out, genuinely, we're going to genuinely test out Yule Vex. Alright. Okay. Because I do love Vex, but we need to know what's the best combination. Pock is not going to work, unfortunately. Alright. I guess you can't call me Tupac Shakur. Okay, Yule Vex. We gotta constantly cast skills with a cooldown. Yes, I get it. But, the problem is, I don't often use them. There's actually saying instead of using Bak Om, use Bakgar. And use Seer instead. But why? Okay. What if we tried Seer instead of Yule? Let's try it out. First, we'll try out Seer Vex. Okay. Because it says cast skills, it doesn't seem to matter what those skills are. Let's test it out. Tier 104 pit. I'm definitely doing good. Tossed the troll out this morning instantaneously. Oh, feels good. Life feels very good. And Sir Tommy's here. Y'all are here. This is gonna be good. Okay, now. Oh my god, it works. Ha ha! Ah, it works. It's working. It's working. Because you see, the condition is cast 5 skills. I can cast Rallying Cry as much as I want. So sure, I can cast 5 skills. Ha 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 ha. And Seer will work with anything. So if I want Mo crits, I can go Seer Ga and Bak Om. Which means that I am permanently spinning and winning. It works! It's working! I gotta update my planner. Permanent +3 to all skills, baby. That means that my auto shouts are stronger. My whirlwind is stronger. This is Torment 12, people. Now, I need survival. That's the main thing. Survival is crucial. I don't have that right now. But, technically, I do get to become the world's most dangerous man. Technically. Ooh, no. Okay, yeah, the only thing I'll need is survival. Oh my god, this is actually glorious.
Good to see you in one piece.
This is far too glorious. Okay, do I have my Heartstone? Yep. We're talking like literally a 250 billion damage per second on crit multiple times per second. And with my attack speed being absolutely insane, Yep. Yep. This is nuts. This is literally nuts. Holy crap. What even is this? What even is this anymore? I'm just gonna jam it all in might. I guess you could say I'm all might, huh? Okay, it's not my fault I'm all might, okay? Oh my god, this works. This is so great right now. This is absolutely insane right now. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, now, before we carry on, the big deal, the big thing we need to do right now is we are going to decide, okay, what is actually better. So, attack speed. Okay, we're going to ask a very important question. Crucial stats are, okay, 54 minus 16. 38. Okay. Okay, we're going to ask two AIs a very important question before we go to Seer's Reach, because I want to know the ideal temper. I believe it should be attack speed based on my calculations. I need to see if my calculations are correct. Because today, our main goal is to get these to Herodric level. Why? With Herodric, well, at least one Herodric level. And if we can do that, what will happen is that we will, in theory, be able to make some really solid gains. That's the theory. Practice is another matter, really. First, we'll go to the Alchemist. We're going to refine materials into Forgotten Souls. I'm going to need another 50 right here. It's 500 Forgotten Souls. Okay, take it. And give me another 100. And give me another 50. Okay, this helps me out because now at the jeweler, I'm going to craft 3 more grand diamonds.
Like the eyes of Lycander herself.
And we're going to unsocket this one. Right? We're going to make our first Herodric diamond and then do the rest from there. $500 resistol. Hell yeah. That's beautiful. Hey, Lunarius. But we're going to need the other stuff too. That is the goal. Herodric diamond also has... How much? I can't remember. Ah, well, whatever. Knife Gogora. Let me just put this away. Let's delete these. Okay, we're ready. I'm just gonna wait for the AIs to answer on this. Okay, I'm just having the AI do some calculations because this is going to be an important question I need answered before we move on. I'm having 2 of these.
Welcome to my home away from home.
I understand what they're saying, but I'm going to defy them. I am going to defy them. I will defy everybody. I am going to do something different. Okay, let's go. Now this could be good or it could be bad, people, but we are just going to do it. Why? Because I said so. So let's go. Time for a little bit of gem farming. And of course, we're going to put on some Muzak while we do. Time to get some music on. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Let's have some good fun. I'm in the mood today for my rapid fire raps, so I think I'm gonna start with the good old Rude Boys album. And then we'll do a little bit of Dawn Sledge, maybe some of the other stuff. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll do some Baron Blacktongue after. But first, let's start right here. Alright, let's go.
Yeah. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Trip. Drop it. Drop it. Talk a good game, but your lyrics got a stutter. You're sipping on tea, I'm drinking the mud straight out the gutter. I saw the red carpet and I made my own way. No invites, you got 2 left feet tripping on the street lights. They want me to sit down, I'm standing on the chairs. Don't talk about payment when you ain't paid your shares. Sweating out the feet.
Okay, wait. Before I can play the music, why is this loading screen taking so long? Holy shit. I just wanted to enter Seer's Reach, damn it. Give me 1 second. I need to check my crit damage modifier. 2350. Sorry, we're doing some number goblin crunching in the background. Okay, first we're gonna do this. Alright, we're gonna do some goblin number crunching with this. Now we're gonna speed through Seer's Reach, and once the goblin number crunching is done, we're gonna figure out what's truly best. So, sorry about that. Let's play the song again, and speed through this. Here we go. This is target practice, ladies and gents. Ooh, a shrine.
Talk a good game, but your lyrics got a stutter. You're sipping on tea, I'm drinking the mud straight out the gutter. I saw the red carpet and I made my own way. No invites, you got 2 left feet tripping on the street lights. They want me to sit down, I'm standing on the chairs. Don't talk about payment when you ain't paid your share. Sweating out the fear, that ain't sweat, that's the shine. I'm running this whole operation, I'm walking the line. I hear the whispers of the fraud, I see the faker. I'm the kingmaker, you just the blinking to take her. I'll take the whole move, you can keep the Mona Lisa's grin. Cause when I start to move, the whole building caves in.
This ain't a threat, boy, this is target practice. I line up the shots and I burn down the palace. Don't talk to the god about where the cash is. We move in the night, turning your whole world to ashes. Rude boy, two, rude boy, grown man, rude boy.
Yeah, the silence in the room is always my name. I'm the one who changed the lock on the game. I'm not waiting for an opportunity, I'm making a hole. I put the KOs in control, I feed on the soul. The red pill turn blue, then I crush the whole container. I'm the unforgiving, the one who remains the banana. You're playing with dolls, I'm playing with a Tommy gun. You want the rendezvous, you better run, better run, better run. Cause failure ain't an option, failure is a joke. I walk across the coffin and watch the world smoke. I keep my focus straight like a laser. You wanna talk tough, you need a visa. I am the threat, the inseparable equation. This ain't a verse, this is pure regulation. Talk to the lock, talk to the staff. You just a laugh while I take the last half. Rude boy flow, rapid fire, watch it go. Rude boy code, unbreakable, watch it unfold. Rude boy flow, rapid fire, watch it go. Rude boy code, unbreakable, watch it unfold.
This ain't a threat, boy, this is target practice. I line up the shots and I burn down the palace. Don't talk to the god about where the cash is. We move in the night, turning your whole world to ashes. Rude boy, two toys. Rude boy, grown man, not boys. Rude boy, two toys. Rude boy, grown man, not boys. Rude boy. Target. Check it.
Now that was my older song. For those that do not know, it's called Target Practice. That was the urban version of that from the Rude Boys album. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's one of my favorite songs and favorite styles of music. The beat was also one of the favorite ones that I did in the past. So yeah, a little bit of a revisit to the older times of the robot radio. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll play a little more music in a second. We're gonna do a little bit of Seer's Reach, like I said. First goal today is get my gems up and running, because we should, in theory, and I say in theory, be able to raise our dexterity high enough with the power of a we'll be able to drop the so-called dexterity gem, swap it out for a diamond. This will give us a teeny tiny bit of strength, but look, even a small damage increase is what I want right now. So this also gives a boost to willpower, and effectively, once we reach both the dexterity and willpower caps, we will take out the willpower gem so that we can focus on diamonds, which will give strength, and then later on we'll trade those out too, depending on what we get and what we need. So that is the current goal, and we are attempting to reach said goal. Now we're gonna come up here and grab the resistance versus all elements, because that's crucial. Then we have to go around here. So we still got quite a few points to grab and put in, but all of this will later help, because the very second we get to, I believe, 590, we will be in a perfect situation. So yeah, that is where we're aiming at. But of course, if we do some more pit runs, we might reach that way before, because we'll also get bonuses from several of the glyphs and the magic nodes around the area, so we don't exactly need too much more dexterity. But all this only happens when we have the gems to make it work. So please enjoy some more. Alright, please enjoy some more music. This is 9 to 5 Crime, ladies and gents.
Call it the daily grind, a different kind of shift. Sunrise to sunset, paranoid, watching every gift. You clocking your time, waiting for the system to break. But the cost of this hustle is everything you can take. Yeah, I'm the accountant watching illegibly red. The suit and tie is invisible, but I'm swanting the feds. This ain't a weekend hobby, this is a career move. Every handshake is a gamble, every deal is a groove. My office is the street corner, the lobby is the dark. I'm just to the static stick waiting for the final mark. And the phone is always ringing, but I can't answer the call, cause the only honest thing here is the writing on the wall.
9 to 5 crime, you lose track of the days, running in circles, lost in the maze. I sold my sleep for a promise of a rise. The weight of the world sits heavy in my eyes. It's a different kind of 9 to 5, trying to stay alive, just trying to survive.
I traded the desk chair for the passenger side lane. My cubicle is blacked out glass, everything is unseen. You talk about spreadsheets, I'm charting the escape routes. You talk about promotions, I'm counting the loot. Every whisper is a microphone, every window is a lens. You don't trust the police, you don't even trust your friends. Used to chase the dream, now I'm running from the truth. A captive of the currency, wasting all my youth. The only thing that's steady is the beat in my chest. Will I ever find a peace? Will I ever get to rest? The only holiday I take is the run from the chase. I'm stuck in this machine, trying to keep up the pace.
You see the chain, but you don't see the tension in the neck. You see the smile, but you don't see the damage in the wreck. The constant calculation of the risk versus the prize is a life lived on a wire. No one ever realizes the true cost of the gold is a constant state of ease. Wishing I could trade all this for one piece of me. You lose track of the days, running in circles, lost in the maze. I sold my sleep for a promise of a rise. The weight of the world sits heavy in my eyes. It's a different kind of 9 to 5, trying to stay alive, just trying to survive. Just trying to survive.
Okay, let's get out. Oh my god. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed that. Okay. I may have to switch my temper to crit chance, according to this guide. But I get the feeling that the guidance may be correct. Because it's not so much that I need more hits. It's that I need each hit to be bigger. So I might still switch it over, actually. Because it's not like I'm getting double hits or anything. I'll just be slightly faster. But if every single hit is bigger, then that's good. Okay. That works, actually. That actually works. Okay. So, after this, we'll try and adjust. Okay, let's do this. So first, we're going to go a little ham here, right? Once we're done going ham, our big goal, after we do some Seer's Reach farming, our big goal is going to be to switch over to a Critical Strike Temper. That's not going to be a problem for us. Once we get that Critical Strike Temper onto the two-handed slashing weapon, our damage should improve quite a bit. I'm thinking a number crunch should make sense. So I was having the AI do a little bit of number crunching for me, and it definitely worked out. So I agree with the numbers put out, and it should, in theory, work better. This actually gives us the truly best choice. Because now that we have the permanent +3 uptime from our excuse me, Rallying Cry spam, we are in a very good situation. Okay, again. Almost filled up though, so next round we'll probably have to hit town. But this is good. Okay, sorry, 1 second. I also gotta take a look at this art chat. What the hell? Something is not right here. Thanks for waiting. Today the art model is being very annoying, so I'm trying to get it to do a particular replication of my own work. So I designed this character that's a robot, and the thing is that it's got certain mechanical details. Obviously, it's a machine, right? So machines got wires and details and all that shit. And I was trying to get the art model, because I'd already trained the model previously to get certain details correct. But because I use the same model for multiple different art projects, sometimes the wires get crossed. So what we do is we do a little bit... Ooh, 3 diamonds right there. We do a little bit of training refresh. So every so often when I have to create a new item or a new set of images, I'll say, okay, so we're going to retrain you. We're going to do X, Y, Z, and we're going to include, say, A, B, C, D, E, whatever, right? So I usually do something like that. And then I will retrain the model to handle what I want it to handle. The problem is that sometimes it goes awry. It is, after all, just a machine. And as much as we love machines, they're nowhere near human standards, and they won't be for still many years to come. Of course, they're very capable, but as a heavy AI user, I'm under no illusions that I'm going to get, you know, the hyper best quality work or whatever. It just doesn't work that way. So right now, today, I'm fighting it a little bit, trying to explain how we're supposed to do this and why we need to do this the way we need to do this. So it is challenging me a bit. But now, let me have a look at this. Okay, we need to do some testing, guys. First and foremost, I want to see the change right now. So if I were to put, say, critical strike damage on it, just as an example. Hello, Pekinator. Okay, let me see. Now we're gonna go with critical strike chance, and to see the temper. Okay, sorry, rerunning the numbers because this one is absolutely crucial and we must get the absolute correct answer. So we're going to take a couple of seconds before we finish this out, before we finalize the temper. I just want to be absolutely sure. Okay, the art model is kind of learning. This one is good. Okay, now let me see the numbers. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Okay. Because I need to know. I'm just waiting for the calculation answer here. So it's because my crit strike chance is low, well, relatively low, that this is more valuable. Okay, so if I were to get, say, a greater affix roll here, and theoretically 10%, okay. So that now takes me to 57.8. Okay. Okay. This is gonna suck, but if I were to masterwork something else...
Worthy of the ancients, this.
Okay, so it has to be on crit strike chance to get it to 10%. Alright, it's fine. We'll leave it there. Okay, thank you guys for waiting. Now we truly know what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, I can live with that. Okay, I will live with the recommendation. Let's go, shall we? Now that we know where we're supposed to be at, okay.
I hope whatever's here puts up a good fight.
Roll skulls, thank you very much. Ooh. Look at that creature trying its luck. Touching me. Shameful. How dare it touch me. Me. Alright, anyway. Now that we've done all that, and now that we understand it, I think I'm gonna play some more music. What should I play? Maybe I'll open up with some Viking stuff today. Okay, slaughter and delete, yeah. Let's listen to some Viking music. I'm just in the mood for it, eh?
Sense my presence long before your eyes decide. I've walked the field
Welcome, new subscriber.
Heard the quiet that follows when the steel is spoken. Blade still warm, the last breath fading slow. That's where the unbreakable come to know. No terror left inside the stride I take. No spirit left for anyone to break.
She walks the veil of ash, like she claims my final breath. I stand between the living world and death.
I won't bow, I won't bend. Even crowns must descend. Flame and shadow, blood and fire. You won't leave here as you entered.
She walks the veil of ash. She walks the veil of ash.
I watched you climb, I watched you fall from grace. You thought the throne was yours, but never touched the deeper place. There's something older that you never faced. Not every battle ends with fury or with rage. You feel the pull the moment I draw near. That isn't weakness, it's the truth becoming clear. I don't shatter men, I show what hides beneath their steel. Every wall you raise begins to crack when she is real.
This isn't conquest, this isn't war. This is older than the blade you wore. She walks inside the mind where old wounds sleep, and even the strongest walls cannot keep her from the deep. She walks the veil of ash, like she claims my final breath. I stand between the living world and death.
I won't bow, I won't bend. Even crowns must descend. Flame and shadow, blood and fire. You won't leave here as you entered.
She walks the veil of ash. She walks the veil of ash.
Wow, that was some goblin. Felt like I just ran over that poor thing. Just literally ran over that goblin. Hey, let's run over the butcher too. Okay, Torment 11 butcher gone. I swear, it just feels like I run over them. I'm sorry, bros. Treasure goblin, nah. Every time there's a treasure goblin, there's a butcher. But it just feels so funny because my Whirlwind Barb just like practically runs over both of them. It's like, whoops, sorry, you just got smacked. Nope, wrong way, unfortunately. I'm willing to give up that Herodic material, but I realize, oof, went the wrong way. This is the correct path. That was an unfortunate waste of time, but it does happen.
Excellent fight.
1 second. I love her random shouting. Now we go. Now don't worry, we won't do this the entire time. Just enough though. Just enough to get maybe 1 gem up to the next level. That's the big goal. Ideally, I want to push up a diamond, but I am no fool. I already got 1 Heraldric diamond today. Hello, Aleo. How's it going? But unfortunately, we do have to do this for a little while. Okay. Just a little longer. I will try and go as fast as possible. Actually, I might take a quick town trip first. We can probably push up a skull to a grand, which would be okay with me. Junked.
That's it for that piece.
Making sure all these are terrible. Yep. Terrible.
Taken apart.
Beautiful.
Left it down.
Back in. Now, we'll go for maybe another 10 minutes. So we'll try and speedrun this shit as much as possible. Then, after that, we'll work on the gems. And mostly focus on pushing our other stuff. If we really have to, we'll put more time in. I don't really want to, but because I'm basically taking this in like little bits and bobs each day rather than doing a long session. You know, you'll slowly go crazy doing that. I really don't want to go crazy. Only insanity I want is actually upping my gear, but there is really no choice. Much as I hate the ideology. Okay, very, very good. Very, very good. The speed is demanded. Okay, the thingy is all the way over there, so thanks to the mark, we always know where the boss is. So we'll spin fast. Got my 10 royal skulls at least. That means we can make 1 grand. Excuse me. Also, one quick little thing for anyone watching: do not delete grands. All right, because as far as I recall, they don't have a 1-to-1 exchange rate. Only royals have a 1-to-1 exchange rate. Royals and below, grands do not. So if you get a grand and you're going to do multiple characters in the season, save the grand gem because it'll be much cheaper than deleting it. And if you happen to have a character that uses that, you know, type of damage, then it's kind of gonna be valuable. Just saying. Okay, going.
Excellent fight.
With this level of smoothness, we are going fast. It's the time now, 2:10. Okay, a couple more runs, then we're off to do normal shit. I love the +3 damage. It just feels so good. Sorry, the +3 skills, it just feels so good. We're basically getting +3 to every single skill out there, and it just makes it so much better. We are going fast. Sadly, not as fast as I want, but we're going fast. Okay.
Magic.
Wrong place. Grand Topaz, huh? Nice. Zoom zoom. And a grand diamond. Okay. Okay. Game is being very kind right here. It understands. It understands the assignment. Lol. Straight up died. Okay, that's it. We'll stop there for our Seer's Reach runs because there is nothing more we can do. Okay. Okay, good. I thoroughly understand the assignment and the equation. Get rid of all this.
Step up. That's it for that piece.
20% movement speed. Now, would you look at that? How very valuable.
You know where to find me.
I will shove this in here. So that other classes, when they reach level 70, can zoom zoom. It's a temporary solution until you get your actual thing, but hey. Speed is always good. Okay, now before we hit the Kurest on the city, and, you know, bum around there, being all wild and shit. Okay, let's start here. Okay. This looks good so far. I will use these whenever I go to Kurast on the city. Use these. Now let's put these down here. First we go to my rune stash. Put this away. The ones that we do not need will go away here. Now, willpower is crucial. So what we're going to do first is we go to Jeweler.
Wise to see
Alright.
Ascari where stones are concerned.
What we're going to try and do is, when it comes to the sapphires, I believe we can make, say, 3 more grands. Oh man, that's going to cost me a lot. I mean, it will help tremendously right now, but oh man, that's going to cost. Okay, then we're going to unsocket these first.
Bring
That's
your
step
challenge
1.
next time.
Then come here, gems. Okay, 1, 2, Roderick, lovely. In we go, beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna reinsert the dexterity one, because without it we don't hit the limit yet. Later on we'll replace this with the grand diamond. That's totally fine. Okay, then we're gonna delete all the rest that is royals. So when it comes to gems, all gems, bing, gone.
Procreation,
Okay, now we will create, in terms of skulls, we will create 1 new grand skull. Oh man, that's gonna be painful. Okay, and this 1 royal skull, be gone. Okay, great. Goody goody gumdrops. We now have pretty much everything we need, but we are still far off another Herodric diamond. So the only way that we're going to be able to do this is to speed farm lots of stuff. So what are we going to do? We're going to speed farm, of course. Let's start with this one. Runes. Just give me runes. Now the real farming begins. Now this is the real farm. The real speed farm. Okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? I said time for little bit of Viking tunes, huh? Let's go. Actually, no, you know what? Sorry, when it comes to speed metal, when it comes to speed runs, we gotta have some speed. So here's some power metal instead. Absolutely love this song. Let's go.
From the ancient stone a whisper rises,
Heard across the shattered land,
a call to those with
kindred spirits, with a torch in our hands. You can tell I love this song.
Hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sword and by steel. For the crimson dawn unchained, the fates now reveal.
The shadows that clung to our weary souls recede before the coming light. Our past is written in the fiery glow, and we will rise with all our might.
Hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sun and by steel. For the crimson dawn unchained, the fates now reveal. By the oath of the sky, by the flame of the sun, our final quest has only just begun.
No foe can stand against our legends' fire.
Our legacy echoes
Ever higher and
hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sun and by steel.
Alright, that was the Crimson Dawn Unchained by Valaforge right there, and you are listening to the Robot Radio. Okay, so quick report of where we are. We just cleared Kuras on the city in, record time pretty much. We're in Torment 11 right now. Damage is very, very high as you can see, but this is a Torment 12 pit. We're actually at pit 103. Main goal right now is to buff up our Glyphs. Alright, we're going to need to start really pushing the Glyphs. Survival is, of course, a big deal, but at the same time, our damage is solid. Very, very solid right now. The only way to go higher is Roderick Gems, which is not exactly the easiest thing to get. So the best thing for me to do right now is to raise up Glyphs. First big thing. And in addition to raising up Glyphs, we will also focus heavily on perfecting our equipment, which we mostly have done, thankfully. But again, the last big power-up we're going to need is actually the Mythic Ring of Starless Skies. Once we have that, then the Torment 12 farm becomes fully secure. But getting such a Mythic will take time and a lot of effort, so we're going to keep hitting up every single activity that we can at high speed today while, slaying our way through, because we really, really need more materials anyway to do all the stuff that we're doing. So yeah, it's gonna take effort. Okay, that is full. Now we're gonna pump up our damage even further. We're gonna keep raising our Glyphs to crazy extents, even if it becomes super difficult to level. It doesn't really matter. We're also gonna get more defensive powers, but all this takes time and effort. So let's get to it. Once we have enough, and I do mean enough power, we can truly start pushing, because our willpower is almost at the ideal level right now. Once we have our willpower at the ideal level, and we balance that with dexterity, yeah, we're going to be in a really solid situation, because not only will we be gaining pretty much everything we need from all these different nodes, but we stand to significantly buff ourselves as well. So there's a lot going on here. That is going to be great. Willpower does not need to be as excessively high as dexterity and all that, but it still needs to be relatively high. Unfortunately, we don't have a choice on that. Okay.
It is done.
More Whisper Caches. So no need to even look at these because they're all bad. Unless it's going to come with attack speed and critical strike chance, I do not care.
They've sent their regards.
Both of those must be maximized. Greater affixes. That will be a ring worth having. Chunk. This is where we'll now hope for greater affixes, ancestrals. Something that can really push us to the next level. Max resource is also really good, but that's something we may not always get. Okay, Kuras on the city is good, so is the Helltide. I would say let's hit up more Kuras on the city. This Nightmare Dungeon, Helltide, more pit, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go. We're gonna quick purge Kuras on the city. Roger Cube materials, sign me up, please. Let's go purge fast. One quick second. Okay, good. Now, before we go on this little speed run, sorry, I had to save my art. Let's see, what tune would be best for this one? I think I'll play you guys a little bit of rap rock. Try this on for size. All right, here comes the Robot Radio.
We were just kids. We were kids. We thought
and the rent that was always late on time. Mama working doubles, daddy nowhere to be found. I was raising myself while the world kept beating me down. First time I felt the weight, I was barely 13. First time I thought maybe it's easier to leave, but the crew found me sitting on that rooftop bed. Said we all feel this pain, you ain't gotta face it alone, kid. We were kids, we thought we'd never break. Believe the world was ours to take. Now we're carrying scars we can't erase. But I got my brothers, we still fight enough. Lost some along the way, some to the system, some to the needle, some just disappear when the pressure got too real. I still see their faces when the nights get too quiet. Still hear their laughs in the back of my mind when I try to hide it. We grew up too fast, had to learn how to fight, had to learn how to survive when the world said we had no right. But the ones who stayed, the ones who never left my side, they're the reason I'm still breathing when I wanna die. When the memories hit like a train, the pain feels bigger than the pain. When the kid in me cries out in vain, we were kids, but we became men. We were kids, we thought we'd never break. Believe the world was ours to take. Now we're carrying scars we can't erase. But I got my brothers, we still fight another day. We still fight, we still fight, we still fight another day.
All right on time there. That was the Lost Boys with We Were Kids. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, she got smoked. My apologies. Anticlimactic boss fight there. Okay, well, anyway. See you later, boss. Anyway, but yeah, that was the Lost Boys with We Were Kids. Hope you guys enjoyed that tune. The robot radio shall resume momentarily. Let's get the hell out of here. We gotta go to the pit. Okay, pit it is. Just gonna shove this in here. Can't remember which chest it is. Ah, well, whatever.
What is a fetress is taken apart. Melt it down.
Okay, now tier 104. Here we go. Let's do this. Time to go fast.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
For some reason, it didn't let me trigger properly. Phew. Luckily, I still beat him, but that was almost unfortunate. Almost, I'd say. Okay. Let's shove up Wrath. Alright. This pumps up my critical damage by even more. Yep. We are looking real good on that. Okay, all this is done. Next is a nightmare dungeon. And of course, we're going to go for an escalation. I'm not going to waste your time in some normal-ass nightmare dungeon. Straight to the escalation stuff. Because it's time to go ham. Ham taro. Let's go. Okay, 1 second. I need to quickly post up my art before I go. This will just take a sec. Good. Sorry about this delay. I promise it won't take too long. Oh, I read chat all the time. I just don't read chat when it's nonsensical, which it was the last time you were in here. So if you're only in here to troll, I will make sure you get right back out. But if you're actually here with sensible chatter, then of course I read chat. So think very carefully about how you want this to go, pal. Think very, very carefully. Okay, good. Now we go off and slay. No need to do that, Lunarius. We just chill. As long as you guys are enjoying the show, it doesn't really matter. I'll handle them my way. I got a very simple system, buddy. If somebody says something stupid or something that I don't think is worth a response, I just pretend they don't exist. Their choice if they want to stick around. You act a fool, you get treated like a fool. You act sensible, you'll be treated sensible. As you can see, in most situations, you know, once the cat got their tongue, they go real quiet, which amuses me greatly. Remember, a streamer is a person, so treat me like your friend, treat me well, and I'll treat you well. You don't treat me like I'm valuable, you don't treat me like a friend, you won't be treated as such as well. You will be treated at arm's length as nothing more than a wallet and a viewer. If that's what you want, then that's what you get. You treat me like family, you take care of me, I take care of you, plain and simple. You give what you get in this world. There's no such thing as a free ride or a free lunch. which is why a lot of people also prefer like very heavily populated streams with the chat flying and stuff like that. They like to get lost in the anonymity so that they can like troll, act a fool, or do whatever they want. They feel a sense of comfort in that. But that's not the kind of community I want to build. I don't care if my community is small. What matters is that my community enjoys its time with me. They actually enjoy the time that they have on stream with me, because time is limited. Time is the one thing you don't have enough of. You gotta spend time with your family, you gotta spend time with your loved ones. It's not easy. And you gotta spend time grinding your video games, right? So all that together, it's not easy. That's why time is valuable. And I'll always respect that. That is the downside. Of course, that being said, there is a point at which I would want to reach that. But I'm gonna wait for the time that I reach that naturally. I don't mean wait without taking action. Of course, I'm always building up a following, always doing more music and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's something that I want to have eventually. But, you know, I don't want to do it with a talent agency. I don't want to do it as a product. I want to do it my way. The robot way. That's why I know that the actual people who stay through the years, the actual people who are here for all the failures, they're gonna be the ones here when I'm a success. It's gonna be the same people right there. Everybody else is just noise. Okay, there's one. Let's go. In general, that's the whole reason why we've developed a very simple system. The Discord's private. The Discord is nice and private. Because those who are here for this part of the journey, and you know, eventually, when I know who's for real, who's 100% here no matter what I'm doing, no matter what game I'm playing, no matter what project I got, yeah, they'll be in that family space. And then if I do blow, easy access. But I know it may still take a couple more years. I'm not worried on that. I'm just gonna keep working hard to get there. Time is both long and short depending on how you look at it, so use it well. Okay. Let's head back. Second. Okay. Good. Now that that's sent out, I'm gonna send out my art.
Step up to my anvil.
Yes, the Ring of Red Fury that I absolutely do not care about. This we will use as a meltdown. As a meltdown charm. If we ever need to create a unique charm, we'll use that. Now, before we go to the Helltide, I'm just going to very quickly post up my art. Don't want my art side to miss out either. I need to figure out what this person says. Apparently people really love robots. I'm actually quite happy because my art side is slowly growing as well, and hopefully more people will buy the art. I've had a couple of sales, which is really good. So yeah, things are looking up. It's not much money yet, but hey, a couple of little bits and pieces here. I'm not gonna complain. Okay, first and foremost, I need to go and charge my phone. Then, rag rock roll. All right. Let's get some levels. Teleport out to the Helltide. Now.
Pardon me, stranger. Could you spare a...
Nope, no time. How much time left on the Helltide? 7 minutes. Okay, we got this. We got this. I need to find the nearest rift in order to not waste time. Okay, I know where that is. Voila. Oh, Realm Walker emerging. Okay, okay, okay. Taking too long, buddy. Too kindly.
That will come in handy.
You're wasting my time. Okay, they're all dead. Dead, 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 dead. Grab what we need, get out. And I end up in Zarbinzet. Lovely. Let's get back to the Helltide. Hopefully I can get enough cinders to spend. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll just go Iron Wolves encampment. I know I don't have a lot of time. Whew. Let's go fast. Speed is the key. All right, 5 minutes. I can make this work. I can make this work. Let's go. Alright, that's where I gotta be. This Ravenous Spire is gonna help me. All I need is less than a minute to get there. But I need the cinders in the first place. Almost there. Okay. We're good, we're good. Move. Oh. Okay, I gotta at least spend that 1 second dealing with that. There's the right way. Gotta open this no matter what. To me, hurry up. And everything over. Okay, we Gucci. Let's go to Tortured Gift of Weaponry. So I've got 2 minutes, I may as well spend it. Forces of Hell can grow as frenzied as they like. They're all still dead. Helltide Harbinger. Hell gives way to their champion. Oh yeah. Hey, sup man? Okay, champion down. I love Hell giving way to their champion. Forgotten Souls, sign me up. Okay, we're good. Now, back to the future. Okay, Helltide done. Let's move on.
Mainlander, what brings you?
Yes, I am mainlander. What brings me? Everything. Everything brings me here because I am here to slay. I am Slayer Man. They call me Banana Man. Banana Slayer Man. I am here to slay. Okay, slaying complete. Now into the tower. 105. Now this is what we call a bad idea, but I like bad ideas, so let's do it. Progress orbs.
Impressive. Unfortunately.
Dares to say unfortunately impressive, like rude, bro. Imagine. Boss ravaged. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Okay. Slam it all into Marshall. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't want to buy the dexterity nodes here because I know that it's just going to be a bit too much. Okay. Out we go. We did very, very well there. Time to use our time well.
Mainlander, what brings you?
Okay, this is done. Good. This is done. Good. Alright. Tyrael, give me stuff. Good boy. Now, let's start with, okay, it's not Grigor. Start here. Escalation. As much as I love Helltide, it's really not effective. So Pit, then Kuras. Oh, thank you with runes. Harbinger of Hatred. Okay. Why not? Pitto. 6. Just and for those wondering, yes, I am literally programming some of my art in between these runs. But that's how we like it. Weirdly enough, I still haven't encountered the Butcher in here. I've got the Talon, I think. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I do, but oh well. Because Hearthstone is always something I grab first, because obviously it helps your progression so much. But, But yeah, normally like you'd get a Butcher and then you could just like finish it fast. Maybe I just don't have the point yet. I'm pretty sure I don't. Because I haven't encountered him, and the last time that I got that thing, I encountered him so much. It was kind of crazy. Anyway. Okay, we win. I love the bleed damage. It means I don't have to stand there. It's my favorite. Technically, it's not a part of this build, but I just can't help it. It's just too good. Too good to ever pass up. Alright, let's raise Twister. This is going to be so valuable. Hell yeah. You know that our damage is up. Now, Nightmare Dungeon. We're going to speed through it. Okay.
Pity to break another's work.
Okay.
I will see you again soon.
I'm sure you will, Tyrael. Let's go escalate. Let's go escalate and regulate. Hello, Herodric Gateway. Are you gonna provide me some good stuff? I bet you are. No. Ah, yes. Test of weight. Thank you. And then this one. And this one. Okay, we should be able to easily reach tier 6. Let's go. I will never evade because it is not necessary for me. I'm what we call the unevader. Look at that. We get it done so fast. It literally only takes seconds. We got time to spare. Perfection. Okay, out we go. Okay, apparently Cursed Shrine. Let's go. One of my favorites. Let's get that XP, people. Do you want to see the entire screen die? Because I'm a whirlwind, baby. The screen is something you can't even see. Everything is just destroyed. Beautiful. Lovely. Okay, we're traveling to the so-called ghastly depths. We gotta slay all enemies here, so let's get that done. I'm only gonna worry about most loot drops if they're ancestral. If they're not, then I literally don't worry about it. If they ain't ancestral, we don't need them. But legendaries, we will take them because they can be converted to like forgotten souls. So we still need loot, just that we're selective about the loot we stop for. Okay, we're almost killed every single enemy. Spend some excessive fury. And give me this giant sword for no reason. Okay, we good. Okay, it's dead. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, give me everything. I want it all. As Rogue would say, I take everything. Give it to me. Okay, great. Done. Head out. Sell it all. Or, well, junk it all, actually. Good. Okay, back in. Now, give me a moment. Okay, let's go. Did I accidentally exit the dungeon? Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Okay. Now we're in. My apologies for that. I really do love my movement speed, I do. But even I gotta admit that sometimes it's a little too fast. So you miss loot while you're spinning at the speed of sound. Also, I hate dungeons with this weird upstairs, downstairs bullshit. Like, bro, what you trying to pull here, huh?
Magic. Something feels wrong. We need to help it.
Alright, kid. I'll help you, Magic.
Bloody hell.
Don't worry, Alkin, I got you. Alright? You got this, bro. You got this. I'll just take care of everything.
Perth, I won't give up.
Yep, you just never give up and I'll take care of everything. The only problem is slay demons in the sigils.
I do this every day. Exhausting.
Of course it's exhausting, Alkin. I'm a hero. I am a genuine hero. That's what I do. Okay, this one guy smoked. Oof. Oh my god, shitty traversal. What the hell dungeon is this that's so shitty? I hate this dungeon. It's not like the other dungeons where I can spin through in a very simple manner. Who came up with this ultra shitty dungeon? Do they think this is Path of Exile 2 or something? Huh? Trying to act a fool? Well, I mean, if it's the worst to watch, then don't watch. Can't help you there. This is the character I chose, and I'm gonna be playing it, so either live with it or don't. Right. Another cursed shrine. Give me the XP. Bellissimo. 20 waves done in the minute. Okay, grab, 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 and we go. Did I leave a rare? Oh, sorry, I left the legendary behind. All right, let's go. Okay, this way. God, I hate these stairs. well then, nothing we can do about that. You just gotta put up with it, because this is my first character this season. I can't switch until it's done. So once it's done, then, you know, I can do something better, but this is the ideal way to start the season, because it's just the fastest. So, unfortunately, until Whirlwind Barb is dethroned as, you know, that farming solution with minimal investment, D4 seasons are gonna be like this. Hopefully in future there will be a change, but it is what it is. I mean, of course, there are other characters that are decent in the season as well, but I've seen the druids, they can't keep up with me. Okay, we're almost done here. Where the heck? Where is the ultimate trial? Where? Okay, finally found it. Yes, let's kill it. Okay, done. Now we can move on. Thank frick, I hated this dungeon. This is the, like, I don't mind most dungeon designs, but this is literally the only dungeon that I have actively hated. What the hell were they thinking? This is literally not Path of Exile 2. What is this verticality bullshit? Oh, we have stairs. Oh. No, Diablo 4 dungeons are supposed to be flat. Okay, that's done. Okay, let's go. Let's quickly get rid of this so that we have minimum downtime. Literally don't need any of these, so I'm not even going to worry about it. At most, I'm just collecting the best aspects. Clear. None of these would be important anyway, but I'm just going to quickly double check. Okay, clear.
Mainlander, what do you think?
Zoom, zoom. After a few more dungeons, then we'll start amalgamating these. Oh, come on. There we go. Okie smoky. Now, I believe next should be Astaroth. Shall we go adjust his attitude to life? Oh, damn it. It's one more dungeon. Well, hopefully it's a normal dungeon with no stairs. Okay, looks like a normal dungeon. Let's go. Zip zap zoom.
Quite the challenge, eh?
Okay, let's go. But I will say I do agree that, in general, this class is the toughest to watch as a stream. So once I'm done, I'm gonna switch over to something more viewer-friendly. Because the way it's played just induces motion sickness. Even for me, I'm not staring at the screen. I mean, I'm looking at the screen, but I'm not, like, staring at it like I normally would with other classes because it's just vom-inducing. But this is still one of the best farming solutions. Fast, low effort, easy to apply. If only Minion Necro could be like 3 times as fast as this somehow for a season, I wouldn't mind. I could just summon an army and practically put this game on autoplay. Okay, let's grab the ring. This, out of here. Now, I actually agree on the switch. Because for viewers, right, like my perspective, plain and simple, I do play Path of Exile 2, but I'm not as interested in it. I'm much more of a Diablo 4 player. But I do agree on generally switching because basically, like, once I'm done with the farming, I switch off the Spin to Win Barbarian. Like, once it's done, I move on. I usually just, like, prefer to play multiple characters each season. I make the Torment 12 build, and then off I go. I mean, that's what I would do as a content creator anyway. But Path of Exile 2 is a lot less interesting to me. I absolutely hate it. I play it when there's a new season for a little while, but it's not as fun as Diablo 4. And I know a lot of people disagree, but that's a them problem. Diablo 4 is, in my personal opinion, 5 times more fun. Path of Exile 2 is boring as shit because there's, like, first of all, you have to go through the campaign every single time. I hate that. Like, just put me straight into the end game and let me enjoy myself. This is something that Diablo 4 does right. The other thing is that Path of Exile 2 has very limited classes and too much death. Like, you spend too much time on the grind. For most content creators, including myself, we have got multiple games to play. I don't want to spend all my time on one game. With Diablo 4, I can spend a week, get a character to Torment 12, it's ready, it's good, you know, it's really, really strong. Then I can technically move on to another game for a couple of days, come back, start a new character, and off I go. My Paragon levels are there. I'm already endgame ready to make the next build, you know? That's the big problem. Path of Exile 2 needs that. If Path of Exile 2 imitated that, then Path of Exile 2 would be the only ARPG that people would play. But right now, Diablo wins because Diablo does not have a lot of the issues that Path of Exile 2 plays. It respects your time. Path of Exile 2 is designed for hardcore grinders and people that have all the time in the world to play their one game. Not only is it not fun for viewers to see the same thing for weeks at a time, because look, attention span is a thing, but at the same time, people just don't enjoy the content. You know, it's harder to get started in Path of Exile 2 as a creator than it is in Diablo 4. And when you've got other games to play or sponsors that, you know, want you to do different things at different times, Path of Exile 2 is just too much of a grind. Those who have made their name in Path of Exile 2 and only play Path of Exile, good for them. I wish them well. But for me, it's a major no. I play it as little as possible. Usually when there's a new season, I'll play for a little while. You know, maybe get a character to endgame, tier 16 maps. And then after that, I'm done. Here, I play multiple characters, do multiple builds, share lots of information. Yeah, it feels good. I do hope someday that they learn how valuable time is. They should make it so one character gets to endgame, all characters get all the bonuses you picked up in the campaign and get to start in endgame. Sure, they start at level 1, but they can easily scale the endgame maps to start you at level 1 and push you up slowly. Like, I see no problems with that. But yeah, coming back to the main topic, because sorry about the Path of Exile 2 rant, I just don't really enjoy the game. Coming back to the main topic, I do agree that the spin to win Barbarian is generally not good for viewers. Not because it's not fun to watch, but because it's motion sickness inducing. As somebody who is very aware of accessibility for viewers and for myself as well, I try to get off the Barbarian as soon as I possibly can. It's really good for farming, but unfortunately, especially with the new Breach, well, this is basically Path of Exile's 2 Breach. With the new Breach activity, it becomes even worse because I have to spin in a very tight circle. So, not exactly the most fun thing for people to watch. Not because they're not enjoying the loot or the destruction or the huge numbers, but because it's simply, and quite honestly, vomit-inducing. And I really hope that they understand this. Because some of these little design issues are what Diablo 4 is missing. They've got a lot of things right, but they've also got a lot of things wrong that they can learn from Path of Exile 2. I like the whole breach mechanic though. Like, I love the breaches in Path of Exile 2. I like them here. I like the way they done them here. Alright. All clear. Sweet. Let's get out. Now, we, the people, need to slay the Dark Magus. Magus, lol. Alright, let's do it. Die. Grab that. Give me this. You know, I always wonder why he says that line, impressive, unfortunately. What do they even mean? Why is it unfortunately impressive? I'm literally slaying monsters at high torment. Like, come on, bro. Okay, we're gonna ignore that breach because it simply is pointless. We're gonna head straight for the boss. Okay, done. Oh, sorry, the boss respawned. Double done. Do these creatures mine? Thank you. Let's open up. Nice. Okay, we'll get everything out on this side first, then we'll do the second side. What the? What did I die to? No, I didn't say limited class. It's not limited classes in the sense that they have, like, limited builds. No, I didn't mean that. What I mean is that you're limited to playing one character per season unless you want to spend a lot of time. Do you know how much time it actually takes to get a character to end game and then play it fully into the end game? Like, it's a very long time. So while there's a lot of builds, as if you are a gamer with limited time, right? Even as a content creator, I managed to finish, like, say, one of the top tier builds, and that was it. Whereas here, I can play almost every single character within a month of the season. You know, if I really, really stick to the grind. Of course I don't. But realistically speaking, you have more that you can experience here. While there is diversity in Path of Exile 2, very happy for them. You know, it's great that they have diversity. You don't get to experience it. You don't get to experience it because you have to do the same bloody campaign every single time. There's a lot of builds. There's a lot of cool stuff. Yes, I don't disagree. But we waste so much time having to go through the same stupid bullshit with every single character. No. Do what Diablo did. Honest to God, they should just do what Diablo did. As soon as one character reaches, like, say, for example, tier 16 maps, all my characters should have all the stuff from the campaign already done. I can start straight in the end game. Let me do the maps from there. You know? If they did that, Path of Exile 2 would claim literally 75% of Diablo's player base. 75% of Diablo's player base probably wouldn't even come back because they'd be playing Path of Exile 2. If they just made that one change, we would get to experience multiple characters each season. We would get one character to the max, end game, we're ready, okay, good. Now we can experience all the other characters without feeling compromised. That's what I mean by diversity. It's not that it lacks build diversity. It has tons of build diversity, 100%. I agree. But we don't get to experience any of it. Like, we literally get to experience 1 or 2 characters per season if you are somebody with limited time or somebody who doesn't spend all day grinding it. And let's be realistic. Like I said, unless you are a content creator who only does that all day, all night for a living, there are so many other games out there to experience. There's a whole life, there's a whole universe to experience. And sometimes we like to watch shows. We don't just like to play video games. Sometimes we like to do other things too. You know? It makes no sense that one game should demand all this time. No. Long gone are those days. Sorry, not sorry, but this is why I'll forever hate Path of Exile 2 until they change their system. If they ever change their system, I would play it all day. You know, I think it's a great game. In fact, there's some things that it does way better than Diablo, like the boss fights. Oh my god, so much better. But they will never reach that peak. They will never kill Diablo because they simply are locked into the mindset that people play their game all day, every day. Maybe many of their grinders do, but it's not realistic, you know? I want to experience not one character, but at least 10 characters every season. You know, let me do that. But they don't. They're like, okay, you can experience maybe 1, 2, 3 characters. Nah, go through the whole campaign again. It's such a turnoff. Like, by the time I'm done with one character, I don't feel like playing another character. Whereas here, as soon as I'm done with one character, I feel like, oh yeah, you know, absolutely, I want to go on to the next character. I want to play another 2, 3 characters. You know, as soon as, like, I'm actually excited to play Diablo 4. That's what I love so much about it. Like, here, when I finish my Barbarian, I'm like, okay, great, I'm excited for the next one. Path of Exile 2, by the time I finish that shit, I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. Let me go play Dark Tide, or let me go play something else. Like, I'm tired, boss. You know what I mean? It's that feeling. So, yeah. If everyone's been asking and they're still not changing, It's because they're making a lot of money, and I agree. Their microtransaction store makes so much money. They actually make more money than Diablo. Which is why they're not changing, because they don't have to change. But I hope they will. I hope that someday, you know, one day they'll wake up and say, you know what? You do the campaign once, all other characters have it complete. Congratulations, starting the endgame. If they did that right, I tell you, Diablo 4 would go free to play the next day because they would have no other way to compete with Path of Exile 2. Once Path of Exile 2 launches, it's free to play. So it means all the teenagers with lots of time and, you know, all the hikikomoris and neats with lots of time, oh, they'll be playing that instead. Because why would they pay for DLC? Why would they pay for Diablo 4 when they could potentially make a streaming career on Path of Exile 2? It's way more valuable. It's way more valuable. You got family, you got kids, you got everything like that. Oh man, oh man. Your time gets a bit limited, so life gets in the way, and choosing Path of Exile 2 is a hefty, hefty choice, and I do mean a hefty choice. Not all that easy. By the way, thank you for the conversation. I do appreciate, you know, random topics to talk about. It's always fun. Okay, good.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
All right. Let's get out. What's my time? All right. Oh, protection shrine. Thank you so much. Because defense is the only thing I'm deficient on. I got that damage out the wazoo. But I do be needing that defense for now.
Impressive. Unfortunately.
Woo. Wanna try and kill me? You can't kill me. You can't even see me. I mean, look, for most people with a job, the so-called... I mean, it's not... Okay, first of all, it's not pay every season. You don't have to do that unless you want the battle pass, which, of course, it's a small cost, relatively speaking. You only pay every year for the expansion. Now, that's a Bungie-style model, which I also hate. But Lord of Hatred made it worth it. The last expansion was dog shit. I actually only came back to Diablo 4 this season. Last season. But honestly, they made it so worthwhile that, you know what? I'm more than happy to be like creating tons of content for Diablo because it makes sense. It makes sense to be doing it. You know, now it makes financial sense to be doing it, and hopefully if I get enough fans, you know, they're gonna donate a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I'm gonna get the Overwatch skins. I will pay for it. You know, because to me, it's worth it. But what I will also say is that, yeah, Path of Exile 2 is much more accessible to people on limited budgets. If you are on a tight budget, I can understand the difficulty in committing to, say, Diablo 4. Thank you, but just please never mention that game here, alright? I don't want to be reminded about that game because, look, I had to quit that game because people were literally attacking my channel and my family with racist attacks. My mother got threatened with physical violence by the Dauntless community, so yeah, just never mention that game here. It's for the best that the Dauntless community is shut down. All their creators are out of a job. I'm really happy about that. Good, because they are evil people. They were practically, like, to me at least, I felt that they were practically neo-Nazis the way they were threatening me. Alright? I wouldn't be surprised if some of the people that played that game and, you know, enjoyed that game were part of the Aryan Brotherhood. The way that they attacked me for being Asian was horrendous. So yeah, just please never mention that game. It's a bad memory that I'm happy to be over, you know? So thank you very much for enjoying my content. And of course, I always engage. I love engaging with people. As long as it's an intelligent conversation, I'll talk about anything with anybody, you know? It's part of the fun of being a streamer. So I'm more than happy to have a conversation. Yes, I am. I mean, it should be pretty obvious that I'm Asian, but yeah. I'm quite certain I look Chinese, at least. Okay. Made it to the boss. Let's go.
You have strength.
Yes, I'm very proud of my eyebrows, actually. One of my best features.
I have become your prey.
They are very noticeable from a distance, so thank you. They're one of my best features. Makes me very attractive to the ladies. Okay. Tybalt's Will is kind of nice. I'll save this here. I don't need the rest. Well, when you do start it, builds are on my YouTube channel. Have fun. Oh, I'm just answering some guy on Twitch. Yeah, for those wondering. It's the beauty of dual streaming. This one is +4 to martial skills. Holy shit balls. Give me that. Gotta love ancestrals. Okay. Goody goody gumdrops. Alright. All done. Is there anything else I need to do in particular? I'm just gonna shove these runes away. Organize that shit. Okay. Let's go. Off we go. As you can see, I'm very smart, ladies and gents. As soon as I get in, I excellently exit. I mean, it was an accident, but still, lol. We are so glorious like that. 1 second. Okay, let's go. See you later, buddy. Thank you for hanging out, Denarius. Always appreciate you. Off you go. Have a good day. Or have a good night. I'm gonna push a little extra today. Gotta get back to my old schedule. Now that I'm fully over my sickness. Okay, let's do this. Alright, wolves. Come on, hurry up. Don't waste my time. Done. Cool, war plan done.
Excellent fun.
Ah, did I get Helm of Perdition, perhaps? Heir of Perdition, sorry. I probably did. Oh, no, it's Godslayer Crown. Ugh. I really don't need that. Okay, we're getting out. And there, I was so happy. I wonder if I'll get a Resplendent Spark, though. If I get a Resplendent Spark, it's pretty okay. Can kind of live with that. Then I just need enough runes to craft my... It did not tell me if I got a Resplendent Spark. Damn it. Let's see. I had 2 before. Yeah, I've got 6 now. Sweet. Well, since I have 6. Random Mythic Unique. Let's try for one. Shattered Vow. Wow. Well, that was a waste. Let's see what happens if I do this. Yeah, I get 1 Resplendent Spark back. So not quite as valuable. But that's okay. I am a gambling man. Now all of these, we say goodbye. Then what we're gonna do here is we need to do a little bit of groundwork. Rings.
Yeah, not too bad.
Actually, save myself time. All items gone. Let's go. Rings.
Hey, it's a legendary. Yeah, not too bad.
All items gone. Rings.
It's worth some. Hey, yeah, not too bad.
I really should have checked those, but it doesn't really matter now. Okay. Again. These are so cheap and a great way to spend obols. Would laugh if I ever got a mythic, but I'm only looking for certain very, very specific things. So it's very easy to filter out. Gone. Again. Rings.
Yeah, a legendary prize for the mainlander.
Yeah. Nobody cares. I want both. Now I want one that is both critical strike chance and greater affix on whatchamacallit. Okay, we don't care about Varshan. What's the time now? 2:47. Okay, I want as many pit runs as possible, and great amount of salvage is good. Okay, this Kurast pit, this looks good to me. Let's go get that XB. Okay, bosses in Nightmare Dungeons are now stronger. Good. Alright, additional tuning prisms. I do love the Undercity ones as well. Let's get it done. First things first, pit 108. Let's go. Time to go get stronger. One second. Oops, sorry. This is the pit. My bad. I was checking some of my art stuff, so... Alright, let's do the pit stuff first. Heart of Stone, of course. Thank you. I'll get through this real quick. Then I'll sort out my art stuff. There was a slight problem. I'm trying to fix it. Ooh, they're not gonna keep up with me.
Oh, curse this place. I'm being followed.
This one feels pretty good with the progress orbs. Sower of Decay, what a name. Okay, all done. Plonk that in. Let's raise up Wrath. This one is always hella valuable. Upgrade failed 3 times in a row. Rude. Not that it matters, but rude. Okay. I guess I could keep that. Not sure if it'll be important, but I guess we could. Okay, let's teleport to Varshan, smoke his ass real quick. Alright, Varshan, where are you? I'm here to kick your ass. There you are. Okay, good job. vous plaît. Boo, no mythic for a Resplendent Spark. Rude. Anyway, I need none of these. We're just in there to quickly clear it because we got a speed. We got a speed. Junk.
Do it then.
Next is Kuras Under City. Okay. Let's do it. Oops. There's one enemy there. My bad. Now he's dead. Okay. Okay. Right. Alright, that's done. Now I can move. Alright, lovely. Time-wise, we're good. Next. Okay, we're good. Here we go.
Such a pity.
Okay. No time for your dialogue.
Bless you, child.
Would you hurry it up with your death? I hate how slow she is to die. It's like, bro, I already killed you. Like, let's move on. We ain't got time for this. We ain't got time for this shit. Okay, exit. Now.
Step
These.
in the box. Melt it down.
Doing art today is a bit of a pain because they keep getting it wrong. Let's try 109. Okay, here we go. Grab the Heart of Stone. Let's move. Now I'm going to push my stream a little bit so that we get back to the original ending time. I'm not going to go all the way, but I'm going to try to push another like 10-20 minutes if I can. So I can at least get more done. Only I could get my Ring of Starless Skies right now. Life would be a lot easier.
This place. I'm being followed.
Come on. All right. Doing very, very good. Like time-wise, this really isn't a problem. Making great time. My issue is survival related. Hey Night Elf, how's it going? Hope you had a good day. I'm just stretching my time a little bit extra. Okay, let's go with the Martial Glyph. I hate how at 70% it can still fail. That's just sad. Alright, let's get out. Yeah, welcome to a new day, buddy. Okay, let's get rid of all this. Now we need to go here. Are we doing the pit again? Okay, we are doing the pit again. That was tier 109, so tier 110 then. Okay, let's do this. Okay, yeah, without any mythics, pit tier 110 seems to be my limit.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
Ooh, damn. I kinda saw it, but I ignored it, and that was my fault. Gotta generate fury first, sorry. The only downside to death. When you die, you kinda have to do this shit. There's the fault of that one character over there with the absolutely silly modifier. I hate that explosive modifier, like, bruh, you really gotta kill me on death, huh? Gotta take me with you. It's like all those gravelers and golems with explosion. Gee, thanks for taking me down with you. I still remember all the weird Gen 1 Pokemon fights where they would have their only Pokemon. The only Pokemon they had. It was, I know it was because of a limited AI, but it was so funny. They would have only that Pokemon and they just have it self-destruct or explode. It's like, Electrode, use explode. Oh, okay, cool. It's your only Pokemon. Cool, cool. Okay, just wait for her to die. I have to admit, I do kind of love it when I can just leave them for dead, because I know that the bleeding damage is going to kill them, and I just move on. There we go. Now, please tell me that I... Oops, sorry. Oh, yes! Okay, we can now swap... we can now swap the dexterity one for a diamond. Yes. Okay. Now, we still have all the same dexterity, but now we have more strength and willpower, so we're good on two fronts now. So we still have just enough dexterity to whip ass, but we got more than enough willpower. And once willpower goes beyond a certain level again, we will go for strength. And that'll help us out. Perfect. That is perfect. Okay, let's get out of here.
Nobody walks anymore. That's it for that piece.
Sorry, let me put away Tybalt's will. Damn, we are doing good.
Victory, and many more to come.
We're actually going hella fast, and I like it. All these unvaluables gone.
What brings you?
Okay, now new war plan.
Come. Let us plan our
Okay.
next move.
Nightmare. Uravar. Actually, we're almost at the Kurast on the city level, aren't we? I would like to be able to speed up those runs. So... But then again, I'll be playing tomorrow, so let's go with this. Alright, we'll get as much done as we can today. 111. Let's push it just a little bit higher. Okay.
Oh, curse this place. I'm being followed.
We have reached a rather awkward stage of our development right now. Oh, that's the butcher. Okay, the butcher's the guardian. Fair enough. Ooh. This means we instantly complete the pit. I do like that. He counts as a guardian, so we instantly complete the pit. Nice. Upgrades fail, no problem. We just slaughter Melon the Butcher. This speeds up our completion time. Okay. Cool. Now a nightmare dungeon. Ooh, I do not have the time for that. Okay, we're gonna do the smart thing. I do not have time for enough full escalation, so we're just gonna teleport to the Hallowed Stones. We're just gonna barrel through them, wipe it out. If we advance the war plan, it's even better, right? So let's get it done. Okay, Death Toll Chamber, easy. That's a side quest I can easily complete. need to get at least this 8th one done. Come on! Hell yeah. Okay, I knew I wouldn't be able to go beyond that, but that's good enough. This means if I get another 7 on the next one, clear. No further need to worry. We're just making sure that there's none of the other stuff around here. Nope, okay, good. With the ancestral.
Perhaps a prize inside.
Why does it show something there, but it's locked out? Weird. Well, it doesn't matter. Through to the next. Remember guys, ABB, always be berserking. Okay, the death toll chamber is gonna open. Nice. Clear it. Now this be that speed farming. Soul Leader down. Exarch down. Okay, onward we go. Alright, why am I doing this? I don't have to. Shit, sorry. I'm just gonna get out of here after I murder these guys. I mean, for the XP, I don't mind, but at the same time, I was thinking to myself, wait a second, I don't have to do this anymore. I literally just cleared the Death Toll Chamber. Whoops, we're out. Let's gather up all these souls so we can spawn them later. Get a little more XP, you know what I'm saying? Every enemy I kill while this buff is active will respawn. Did it not spawn? Oh damn. Oh, because I completed the dungeon. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sometimes you should just wait. So they do respawn. Okay, back we go.
Step up to my anvil.
Step up to my anvil, recognize me. Check the fresh fade, rush the jewelry. I got my money all in 20s, please. Got a lot of haters, it's 100 degrees. Check the charms and seals. Okay.
It has been a pleasure.
Oh, it is a waitress, isn't it? That's it for that piece.
Okay. Do I have time to chunk one more? Nope, I do not. Okay, ladies and gents, that will unfortunately be it for us. Alright, we have reached the limit of what we can do for today. Thank you. It's been a very wonderful stream. Alright, we made significant progress. We really did. Not as much progress as I would have liked, but we made significant, and I do mean significant progress, so I'm really happy with that. Biggest thing now is that we are at the stage where we can actually farm Torment 12. It's really not a problem. We're just mostly in Torment 11 because it's faster. But we will actually shift up to Torment 12 as needed. So that's going to be another crucial key. The only two things that are lacking right now are this weapon and this ring, but that's because this ring is going to get replaced by a Ring of Starlit Skies, and we still haven't gotten a better Tusk Helm of Yorit, so we really can't do much there. But stat-wise, we've actually managed to get really good with the Paragon path. So now our main goal is, well, in terms of stats, once again, or sorry, in terms of character, right? If we look at resistances, we need to pump this up a little more. The max cap is 90% and we are nowhere near that. So the best way to do that is to keep working on our diamonds and to keep working on our Paragon pathway as we also move up toward this one, which is going to give us a bit more vulnerability damage, which is important to our build and to finalizing it. We're also going to move up here for the physical damage, max life, and a couple of the other ones like max life right here. We are at the stage where our willpower is more than enough to manage it, so we are in good hands. But because we are slowly replacing stuff, we can't just have like, you know, our gems here. Our goal eventually is to shift away from diamonds to pure strength gems, which will give us best bang for our buck because that'll increase our damage significantly while giving us more leeway. But we can only do that once we've reached the stage where our bonuses here are completely independent. We actually have to maintain over 530. So removing the diamond, it needs to be, I need to have at least 560 with the diamond, remove the diamond to remove the 30, and then I'll still have enough dexterity naturally. So that's going to take a bit of effort, but we'll get there. The bigger problem is willpower, because willpower does not have as many nodes as dexterity does. So we're going to have a bit of concern about that, but that's fine. We will be able to do it without too much issue. We've still got several areas where we can claim more bonuses and do quite well, but these will be something that we grab even later in the game. Again, not really right now. Right now, we're still solid on a lot of things, but our biggest priority is move up through this. All right, and we're going to grab this. Once we get the vulnerable damage, the extra total armor doesn't really matter, but the vulnerable damage helps. We're pretty much in a solid state. I guess you could say it's a solid state drive, huh? Yeah? Yeah, I know you love my jokes. All right, but yeah, we're going to also potentially grab this one. I'm thinking about it. But damage-wise, we're pretty much solid on everything else, so there isn't much more to grab damage-wise. It's just mostly defensive nodes and picking up survival, which makes sense because our only issue now is surviving Torment 12 long enough to dish out the damage we need. All right, but thank you guys for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't do anything.